What's up, guys? This is CoreyslayrTCG, and I'm coming at you today from Zermus5555's channel. And first of all, I want to thank him for giving me this opportunity to be on his channel. And I also want to thank him for pretty much helping out the YouTube community. He's been putting up a lot of other people's deck profiles and whatnot. So if you're checking out this video, please go check out his channel to see all the other YouTubers he's helping out, and then also check out his channel for all his videos. He does a lot of good deck profiles and whatnot. So yeah, give him a subscribe. And my name's, as I said, CoreyslayrTCG, and I pretty much do this Yu-Gi-Oh videos on the internet. Feel free to go check out my channel after the deck profile, but I generally do deck profiles, a lot of discussion and rant videos on pretty much everything, like products, cards that might help you against meta, and just other like random topics too. So I do a lot of that. I think I said I already do deck profiles, but if I didn't, yeah, I do a lot of them. And then I do occasional I've been starting doing DN like commentary videos, and I also do a couple of product openings. And why don't we get onto this profile? So this is my Frog Monarch deck profile, and I wanted to showcase this because I think it's a really good deck against like the top 3 decks, which would be E-Dragons, Prophecies, and Evil Swarms. It's pretty good against all of them, considering there's like a way to deal with most of the cards, and it's, I don't know, generally pretty good. Like, I mean, it's kind of anti-meta-ish. I'd say it's more anti-meta than Evil Swarm because it can beat Evil Swarm, and Evil Swarm's a pretty top deck right now. Plus, I mean, like, none of those decks really stop this deck. I mean, they're just pretty fast, but there's nothing in there that really hurts the deck, and none of these cards pretty much all like counter or hurt their decks. So instead of me rambling about whatever meta and stuff, let's get onto this profile. So I'm playing 3 Caius, the Shell Monarch. He just banishes things. He's really good. 3 Rise of the Storm Monarch. He returns things, or bounces. And I like him because you can also like set back opponents if you don't target like a Synchro and XC. You could put a card on top of their deck, so some back returns, pretty good. I'm teching in 1 Thestalos, I believe is how you say it. If I said it wrong, I don't care. But I don't know. I just like it because it makes them have to get rid of one of the resources. I could hit like something like a Veiler or Max C perhaps, and or it could hit like a power card, like, I mean, obviously in Dragons, it's not the best. You could just deal a little burn damage if it's a level 7. Or you could hit a baby, which would be a little more optimal. But I mean, in like Prophecies, you could hit like Jowgin or Spellbook Magician or Priestess. And then like in Evil Swarms, you could hit any other just monsters that like help them go off, because a lot of their monsters, they need to have other monsters like Castor. You need to have another monster. You could hit Kirkion, which pretty much stops their play because Kirkion is really important. So yeah, I'm just teching in a Thestalos because I think he works out pretty well. Plus, just like hitting a card out of their hand is also not too bad. Next up, I'm running 3 Light and Darkness Dragons. I just think this card is so good. I mean, even though the ruling's been changed where it's only like once per chain, so he can't do anything. He can't stop like everything now, but he can stop a lot of things, and he's really a problematic card when he's on field. So yeah, pretty much, I don't know, just like annoyance, and you can get him out really easy in this deck, so why not run 3? And yeah, just really super good. This is a new card that recently went up in price, as you can see there. It's Angel 07, and you can see its effects there. When it's pretty much tribute summoned, it stops all other monster effects. So it's really good against, like I said, the top 3 meta decks. It really slows them down and pretty much helps you push on for game. The only thing that's really bad I could say about it is it's a little weak at 2,500. I know there's plenty of monsters that are over that the top 3 decks play, so it could be it's not the best card, but it's still really good. It's a good card to side out like one of them, and right now I like it at 2 just so I draw on it, but I don't know. I'm still going back and forth between it, but I still think it's a really good card. And I'm playing 1 Obelisk. Obelisk is just the nuts against E-Dragons. It's also really good against, Prophecies and Evil Swarms, because they might not have an answer for it. Usually dragons don't, but those two might. But pretty much this guy's not going anywhere when he's on the board, and he's just super big, and he can, remove all the monsters on the field, so he's really good. I don't like playing 2 because I think he's a little cloggy at 2. I like him at 1, but I mean, there is running him at 1. It's like I gotta draw him at 1, so I don't know. Maybe I'd cut back 1 Angel 07 to 2 Obelisk. I don't know. I'm still kind of testing this out a little bit. Next up is the Frog Engine 3 Swap Frog. Just kind of set up your graveyard. He's generally good, kind of like the Armageddon Knight for frogs, if you will. Triple Treeborn. Some of you might not like this. I like Triple Treeborn, considering, really having a Treeborn in the grave is always a good thing. I mean, even if you have more, you could just always use Rodent Totem to get rid of one of them, the special Rodent Totem, so really it's not like a bad thing. Plus, if you're running 3, you have the better odds of like drawing into a Treeborn, because really you want to get your Treeborn engine going ASAP in Frognarks, or like even Rodent Totem or something like that, because you really need Treeborn to help fuel all your other tribute plays, honestly. So yeah, I think Triple Treeborn is really good. 2 Rodent Totem, like I said, just kind of good to get that second tribute out, or get into some rank 2 XYZ plays. So yeah, he's really good at 2. Also, he has 2,000 defense, so that's pretty good. Triple Battle Fader, just a general stall. I'm not running any traps, so it's a good card to just activate in case an OTK push or something. Plus, since he'll be on board, I can use him as a tribute, which is also another plus. So yeah, I really like Battle Fader in the deck. Next, I'm running 1 Gores, the Emissary of Darkness. Pretty much it's just kind of the same, so I don't get OTK'd, and pretty much I can drop a potentially bigger monster than Gores, depending on what attacks. And I'm not running a Trag, because I really don't like Trag that much this format, but like I said, you can pretty much change the deck however you want. Like, you could drop a Treeborn and whatever else you want for another Trag, or maybe drop these Max Cs, I don't know. But yeah, whatever. And then 2 Max C, just because dragons are a thing, plus Max C just helps you draw. Like, there's a bunch of decks that it's still really good against. And yeah, I really like Max C this format. Then that's 27 monsters onto the spells. We got Triple Soul Exchange. I think the best spell in this deck, considering you can distribute a problem monster like Evil Swarm